video is made for the Attorney General of the United States and the Director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, and HUD, and the Federal Housing Finance Administration. And of course, let's not leave out the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. And, I don't know, let's go for HUD. FinCEN, the Financial Investigation Network, Criminal Enforcement, U.S. Treasury, and Maxine Waters, Patrick McHenry, Adam Schiff, and Donald J. Trump. When you rob the world for trillions and you're laundering massive amounts of organized crime money through, I don't know, let's say Danske Bank and Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan Chase, you know, the mortgage home financiers, Credit Suisse and Wachovia, and WAMU and Citibank and Countrywide, all the subprime predatory mortgage lenders, and Zion's Bank, boy, them Mormon LDS, they were in on this too. So, let's see. You've got the German police, the United States Treasury, the private Federal Reserve Police seem to be investigating Deutsche Bank, Danske Bank, and JP Morgan Chase, who've already been caught red-handed laundering hundreds of billions of dollars, up to, you know, some claim it goes over $1 trillion. Now, my question to German police authorities there in Frankfurt is, how do you separate the dirty money from the clean money? How do they mix it all together? Do they mix the dirty money in with the clean money to launder the dirty money? Back in the day, the older, you know, ladies used to separate the whites from the colors when they did the wash. But today, I think the money launderers, they mix the dirty money in with the clean money to hide the dirty money amongst the clean money. Does that make any sense to you, Donald J. Trump? And William Barr over at Justice Department, over here in Tennessee, in Greenville, we're explaining just this to the U.S. District Courts. You can't engage in a massive multinational money laundering scheme without the subprime predatory mortgages, it seems. I mean, it appears that using real estate finance and real estate scheming and scamming is a big thing with these money launderers. So, I'm going to assume for a moment that Danske and Deutsche and JP Morgan Chase and all the other banks, like I guess General Electric was in the subprime mortgage business. They got fined $1.5 billion. That's a pretty hefty fine, Donald Trump, $1.5 billion, for lying about the quality of your mortgages when marketing them to the investors, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, you know, HUD, the FHA. The United States government got suckered pretty big, I guess, by all the subprime predatory mortgage swindlers. There's one thing in common with all of this. I want the American people to, you know, send me your answers down below. You can't launder the dirty money in a mortgage loan unless you got a mortgage borrower. Is this why they offered no down payments and stated income and 125% financing and easy credit? And they, you know, kind of falsified the appraisals, and they made it just so damn easy to buy an overpriced, overappraised house. It was stunning. I mean, go down to Chevrolet dealership and tell them you want to buy one of those brand new $70,000 Corvettes, and tell them you want 125% financing with no down payment, and you want you know, stated income, no verification of your employment, super duper easy loan for that brand new Corvette. Or, I don't know, go over to the Ford Motor Company dealership there and try the same thing. Go down, go down to the Ferrari dealership and tell them you want a $250,000 Ferrari and you don't want to put any money down and you want 125% financing and you want, no income verification, no employment verification. A liar's loan. Tell them you want a liar's loan for one of those brand spanking new four-wheel drive Dodge Ram Chargers there, the new Dodge Durangos. See if you can get one of those down at the Dodge dealership with the kind of terms and conditions that the money laundering banks were providing to their pigeons, the targets of their scheme. Now, the reason I say that is you can't run a bank fraud scheme without the mortgage borrowers. How do you do it? How do you launder money through real estate mortgages without the mortgage borrowers? Pretty good question. I've posed that question to German authorities, to Swiss authorities, Italian authorities, English authorities. We've asked the Department of Justice, FBI, and the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, HUD, FHFA, the Federal Housing Finance Administration, SEC. We've asked the SEC to explain this stuff. How is it that these subprime predatory mortgage, easy credit, stated income, no verification of employment, 125% funding, easy credit ripoffs, how do they work again? So to my friends and to my families, and all my wonderful network people all over the United States and around the world, if you have any way of explaining how you run a mortgage fraud scheme and a money laundering racket out of the same banks, why is it that these subprime mortgage-backed securities, these subprime predatory mortgage lenders, why are they all caught up in this great big money laundering racket? Were they doing the same crimes out of the same banks at the same time? And the answer is, well, where'd all that money come from? Where'd the money come from? And hell, where did it go? How is it exactly you do launder hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions? How do you launder trillions of dollars, Donald Trump, using real estate? And William Barr, I expect the Department of Justice to provide some answers here, particularly because we're in the U.S. District Court in Greenville, Tennessee, case number 2:19-CV-005. These very probing questions must be answered. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it right there. And as always, if you got anything to contribute or you got any questions or input, just mark it up below. Send us a comment, and we'll be more than happy to engage you in a discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, hasta la vista. God bless, and you betcha we will be back.